The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. Knight c3 develops the knight and controls the d5 and e4 squares. d5 takes space in the center, controls the e4 and c4 squares, and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. Textbook play so far. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. Right on target. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This defends a bishop that was under attack and had no defenders. This forces the opponent to double pawns. Recaptures. Moving from its starting spot, the queen gets involved in the game. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This is the strongest option. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. This is the only move that works. The knight now occupies a secure outpost. This loses a pawn. Ignoring the threat on the bishop, a difficult move to see. This is the way to win a pawn. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This threatens to checkmate the king. e6 prepares for a quick d5 pawn push and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. White develops the knight and attacks the center. This prepares the bishop for development. Applying pressure to black's pawn chain. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. e5 closes the center and immediately attacks the knight on f6. Knight fd7 retreats the attacked knight and prepares the c7-c5 pawn break. f4 supports the e5 pawn and prepares to develop the knight to f3 behind the f pawn. c5 attacks the d4 pawn and prepares to develop the knight to c6 behind the c pawn. Knight f3 supports the d4 and e5 pawn. Knight c6 develops the knight and attacks the d4 pawn. Bishop e3 develops the bishop and defends the d4 pawn. a6 takes control of the b5 square and prepares the b5 pawn push. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. This adds pressure by pinning a knight. The opening development is progressing well. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. Castling gets the king to a safer square. Moving the bishop gives black more flexibility in the middle game. That's fine. This activates a piece and simultaneously wins time by attacking a knight. This defends a knight that was under attack and had no defenders. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. A solid choice. A very strong play. One of the best moves. The rooks are coordinated and powerfully doubled on the file. This is the only move that works. This protects the attacked knight. This is not the right idea. A solid choice. This defends the attacked pawn. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is the strongest option. That's an unfortunate error. This allows the opponent to win material through a skewer. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. Takes back. This misses a much better move. This overlooks an opportunity to defend a knight that was under attack. This allows the opponent to kick a knight. This is the only move that works. This kicks a knight. This move puts the knight on a safer square. That was a free pawn. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking rook. This leaves a pawn without defenders. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. This leads to losing a bishop. This wins a bishop. This threatens to checkmate the king.